This single 37-year-old man was killed by a strange lady she met at night and took her to his house. This is what actually happened to this man named Eric Maigo, a finance officer in a reputable hospital in Nairobi. It was 15th September 2023 on a Friday. Eric Maigo left work. Instead of going straight home, he decided that he was going to meet with a lady friend in an entertainment joint. And so he left work and went straight to the entertainment joint. He met with the lady, they had few drinks, and after some hours, Eric Maigo and the lady left the club and they went to an eatery joint where Eric Maigo bought this lady some food and he dropped the lady to his house. Then Eric Maigo, looking at his watch, he thought that it was still early and he went to another entertainment joint. In this entertainment joint, he ordered for drinks and found a place to sit where, as he was drinking, he saw some beautiful ladies and he called two ladies. The first one was dressed in a black tight dress. Came and they talked with Eric Maigo, but they seemed not to agree. The lady left, and shortly after, Eric Maigo spotted another lady who was dressed in a white dress and a pink top. He called the lady and they talked for some time. They also did not seem to agree and the lady left. Eric Maigo finished his drinks, paid the bills and left the club. However, the lady dressed in a pink top followed Eric Maigo to the parking lot. And they talked for some time. Then Eric Maigo told the lady to get into the car. The lady got into the car and they left the entertainment compound. After a few minutes with the lady on the road with Eric Maigo stopped the car and the lady left. Eric Maigo proceeded driving home. However, few minutes later, he spotted a lady on the walking path. The lady was dressed in cheetah printed pants and a jumper or a warm sweater. Eric Maigo stopped the car near the lady and asked the lady, "What are you doing at night alone?" And the lady told Eric Maigo that she had quarreled with her mother and she decided to leave the house. So she did not know where she was going. So Eric Maigo felt really, felt really bad that a beautiful lady had been chased away. So he took the food which he had bought and gave the lady to eat. However, the lady refused and told Eric Maigo that she was not willing to eat rice and beans. So Eric Maigo asked the lady, "What would you like to eat?" The lady told Eric Maigo that he wanted some chicken and French fries or chips. Eric Maigo told the lady, "Just get into the car, I go buy you the chicken you want and the French fries." Shortly after, they were in an eatery joint. Eric Maigo bought the French fries and the chicken for the lady. However, there was a problem which Eric Maigo discovered. And the problem was Eric Maigo felt that the food which he had bought was not warm enough for this lady to consume. So he told the lady that, "Why don't we go together to my house so that I can warm you this food, you know?" And the lady had no issue and she accepted and they left together. They left together to Eric Maigo's home. Shortly after, they arrived at Eric Maigo's home safely, and Eric Maigo opened the door and he rushed straight to the kitchen to warm the food fast. The lady got into the house and sat in the living room. Eric Maigo went to the fridge and took some alcoholic drink and 2 glasses. He served the lady and the other glass he served himself as the food was still warming in the oven. He put some loud music and he showed some dancing styles to the lady. And after a short while, the food was ready. Eric Maigo served the lady, and he felt this food was at the right temperature, which he prefers. The lady enjoyed the meal, and Eric Maigo was also enjoying music on the side. But when he looked at his watch, Eric Maigo realized it was getting late and it was time to sleep. So he told the lady that it was time to sleep, and could you kindly join me? However, the lady refused. Eric Maigo tried to hug the lady in a drunken state, but the lady refused and pushed Eric Maigo. The lady ran straight to the kitchen. Eric Maigo, in a drunken state, followed the lady to the kitchen, and he tried to hug the lady in the kitchen, but by this time the lady had a knife, and when Eric Maigo came closer, the lady stabbed Eric Maigo, and Eric Maigo screamed, and the neighbors heard. The neighbors came to Eric Maigo's door, and they tried telling the lady, please open the door, please open the door, while Eric Maigo was still crying for help. The lady refused, and the neighbors left. Then they called the police, and the police took some time, and they came the following day early in the morning, and they broke into Eric Maigo's house, and they found Eric Maigo in the bedroom lying down with a pool of blood surrounding him. And when they looked closely, they realized that Eric Maigo had been stabbed around 25 times on the neck and on the chest. So when morning came, the lady escaped through the fence. She jumped the fence and escaped back to her mother's place. The police continued with the investigation, and they realized there was a CCTV nearby Eric Maigo's home, and they were able to see the face of the lady who had harmed Eric Maigo, and a manhunt started for this lady. As the police were looking for the lady by the name Adhiambo went to their home and told her mother that she was in a party and some friends were fighting and blood spilled on her clothes. Her mother believed her, and the lady changed and disappeared for some days. The lady went to her friend, where she remained for some days without getting out. The police looked for her, but one day she made a mistake and went to watch a football match in a nearby playground. That's when the police caught her and arrested her. After the arrest, the police presented Adhiambo to the court with a charge sheet, and the charge sheet was read to Adhiambo, and Adhiambo accepted all the allegations in the charge sheet. But the judge told Adhiambo to think about the guilty verdict, and she gave Adhiambo some days to go think about it. Then she was presented the second time in court, and Adhiambo pleaded not guilty this second time. An issue also arose while hearing her case. The advocate representing Adhiambo stated that Adhiambo was a minor. She had not reached the age of 18 years old. The judge requested for an age assessment, and assessment was done, and it was found out that Adhiambo was above 18 years old. As we speak, Adhiambo's case is still ongoing. All these so far are allegations. The court will reach the final verdict sometime in the future. I will keep you posted. However, on the other side, Eric Maigo was buried in a low-key ceremony. Until next time.